The Big Bang Theory's young Sheldon tease secretly explained the spin-off's inconsistent canon. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a like. Young Sheldon's inconsistent portrayal of characters such as his mother and grandmother can be explained by the crossover between The Big Bang Theory and young Sheldon, which shows that Sheldon's memory isn't faultless. Sheldon's purportedly remarkable memory is called into question by his inability to recollect a message he recorded for his future self, casting doubt on his capacity to recall events from both episodes. Young Sheldon sought for a more family-friendly and lighthearted approach, retelling the darkest portions of Sheldon's childhood, which is why it differs from The Big Bang Theory in terms of tone and style. The Big Bang Theory used a deft appearance to build up young Sheldon, but it also subtly supported several of the spin-off's enigmatic canon changes. With regard to the canon of its predecessor, the well-liked sitcom The Big Bang Theory, young Sheldon is careless. While Mary, Sheldon's mother in young Sheldon, is much more amiable, she is frequently depicted in The Big Bang Theory as a resentful, cruel lady. In a similar vein, Mima, Sheldon's grandmother, is portrayed in The Big Bang Theory as an older counterpart of his devout, conventional mother, while in young Sheldon, she is her daughter's free-spirited opposite. The crossover between the two programs clarified one of the reasons for the discrepancies, while the upcoming young Sheldon season May 7th provide additional explanation. When Sheldon watched an old film he had made for his future self when he was younger, he encountered young Sheldon's hero in The Big Bang Theory Season 12, Episode 10, the VCR Illumination. Sheldon was disappointed to find his father had taped a high school football game over the tape, which he had hoped would inspire him. The recording does, however, address a plot hole in young Sheldon. The videotape that Sheldon watched led up The Big Bang Theory spin-off Young Sheldon, in which Ian Armitage plays Sheldon's younger self. But this sequence also subtly clarifies one of the strangest issues with the spin-off. Despite having an almost eidetic memory in other areas, Sheldon couldn't recall the message he recited for himself, so he was shocked to discover the tape had been recorded over. This instance demonstrated that the spin-off's narrator wasn't always trustworthy. Many of Sheldon's memories in young Sheldon contradict statements he made previously in The Big Bang Theory about the past, which may be explained by his inability to recall the message he recorded for himself. Sheldon grumbled about his father, George Sr., being a philandering drunk in that show. Young Sheldon, on the other hand, portrayed George Sr. as a fairly likable common man. Similar to how Sheldon described an unrelenting bullying-filled childhood in The Big Bang Theory, young Sheldon demonstrated that there were just a few bullying incidents during his early years, none of which were very severe. The narrator of The Big Bang Theory spin-off frequently recounts tales that the older Sheldon could not have known about at the time, which presents a well-known issue. The adult Sheldon is frequently shown informing viewers about his grandmother's romantic life, his brother having an affair, and other topics that he would not have known as a teenager because he narrates the lives of all of young Sheldon's cast members. This isn't the spin-off's greatest flaw either. It's also uncertain how Sheldon's memory is doing. It's odd that Sheldon would remember this random gibberish word, but not the message's actual content and the VCR illumination. Sheldon recalls the code Robot Monkey Butler, which is intended to confirm that Sheldon and not a replicant are watching the tape. It's odd that Sheldon would remember this random gibberish word, but not the message's actual content. This raises doubts about how Sheldon learned about the events he describes and casts doubt on the notion that he has an especially remarkable memory. In the 6th season finale of Young Sheldon, the mature Sheldon describes the devastation of Mima's gambling room, an incident that took place while he was abroad. The true cause of young Sheldon's frequent retcons of The Big Bang Theory is related to the two programs' different tones. Young Sheldon is a single-camera family comedy without a laugh track, whereas The Big Bang Theory was a multi-camera hangout program with one. As a result, the two shows have very distinct styles. In contrast to young Sheldon's more realistic plots, The Big Bang Theory's humor was more expansive and extravagant, with the characters encountering bizarre circumstances. Consequently, The Big Bang Theory frequently made lighthearted jokes about Sheldon's difficult upbringing, but young Sheldon stayed away from these depressing subjects.